Well, honestly, are any of you even surprised that that was how Bless Unleashed was received day one? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I am not. But at the same time, I know that a lot of those negative reviews were left by people that are either upset with Bless Online or upset with NeoWiz as a company. And if there is one thing that I am against, especially when it comes to reviews and trusting reviews, it is review bombing. I hate when people mass either positively review or negatively review a game, especially when they haven't played it, and that is what was done here. And that is evidenced by the fact that after just 3 days, as you guys can tell, the reviews have gone up from mostly negative to mixed. There are thus far, out of 9,000 reviews, 50% of them are positive. And yeah, you guys are gonna have to ignore that really derpy looking face down there. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this today was not because I wanted to tell you guys you shouldn't be playing Bless Unleashed on PC. I've done multiple videos over the course of the last year that addressed both Bless Unleashed, NeoWiz, and Round 8 Studio as developers and publishers. But at the end of the day, this game is completely free to play. And despite the fact that I still think that this game kind of looks like a mobile game, I do urge you guys to, if you are at all interested, go ahead and download and try it out. Now, the game has actually done a lot better than people had anticipated it was going to do. As you can tell, the game has actually made it to 73,000, well actually up here, 73,766 people concurrently online. That is at its all-time peak, and that was in the last 24 hours alone. The day the game launched, it launched to over 40,000 players concurrently. The second day it reached over 61,000. The third day it hit over 70,000, and as of today, it is currently at almost 74,000 players at its peak. For contrast here, let's take a look at PSO2 New Genesis. As of right now, there are 4,400 players playing, as opposed to the 26,000 from Bless Unleashed. Now, at the same time, there were 6,757 players online concurrently within the last 24 hours. Whereas Bless Unleashed once again had 73,000. Now, the argument can be made here that Bless Unleashed is a completely new game, and thus it has a mass influx of players that are looking to test the game out. But at the same time, PSO2 New Genesis, which was very, very highly anticipated, only launched to approximately 60,000 players playing concurrently, whereas again, Bless Unleashed is at 73,000. So if we're taking just Steam into consideration here, Bless Unleashed actually launched to a larger active player base than even New Genesis did. But then you have to take into consideration here that New Genesis launched onto the Windows Store as well. So the player numbers for New Genesis might be a lot higher than are being displayed on Steam. And there was the fact that PSO2 actually launched over 2 months ago. Then as another point of reference here, we have Swords of Legends Online that actually launched within the last month to almost 19,000 concurrent players. As of the last 24 hours, there have only been 5,554 people logged in concurrently, with 4,754 players playing right now, and there has been a somewhat steady decline in terms of active participation, as you can tell down here. The same applies to PSO2 New Genesis. There has been a very, very steady decline in active player base there as well. So by that logic, Bless Unleashed is going to fall victim to the very same decline in terms of active player participation. Regardless, there has been a lot of both positive and negative chatter about this game on pretty much every platform. As you would expect from the MMORPG subreddit, it's pretty much just hundreds of people bashing the game, and that makes sense because a lot of people on the MMORPG subreddit, a lot of our community especially, were scanned by Bless Online, they were scanned by NeoWiz, but there are some people actually defending it, telling you that you should go try it for yourself because, again, this is completely free to play. Then I went ahead and I posted a video on YouTube. It was just about 5 days ago, according to the comment section. There were very mixed opinions within the comment section, both positively supporting the game and positively supporting my opinion. There have been a lot of comments released within the last 24 hours, such as Ramsey's here. I have 30 hours in the game so far, and it's actually very fun. This game is so bad. The more I played, the more I hate it. And this guy goes ahead and says, knock it off. I hate to say this, but you don't give accurate reviews, and only your fans who want you defend you, and you hype other games that people hardly play. So, you know, Final Fantasy XIV being the best MMORPG right now, and me subsequently hyping it, is me hyping a game that nobody actually plays, evidently. Then another comment like this: it is a dog poop game. I hope people realize this and kill this game sooner, although it is already at its brink, which, again, if we go back and take a look at the population here, it is definitely not at its brink. But at the same time, it is no doubt going to decline at a significant margin over the course of the last week or couple weeks as people get to endgame and realize the kind of game it is and the kinds of things that people were saying about the game if you just Google around, and especially pertaining to the endgame. Now, once again, Blast Unleashed has over 70,000 players logged in concurrently playing this game. That is not because Blast Unleashed is a good game, but at the same time, by that very same logic, that is not because Blast Unleashed is a bad game. That is because players are genuinely interested in playing and trying out a brand new free-to-play PC MMORPG. And again, regardless of my thoughts, my opinions, my history with NeoWiz, with Round 8 Studios, with them attempting to get me to lie to you guys with a financial incentive, at the end of the day, this is free. You can go ahead, you can download it, and you can try it out, and you can test it for yourself. And that is what is most important. Not what I say about the game, not what your friend says about the game, not what a review website says about the game.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth